Which new quarterback wide receiver combos are going to be the best in the league? Well, there's a whole debate, and there is a little bit of a debate about the first one as we go 10-1 here because, again, plenty of new quarterbacks, plenty of new spots. But we start with 10 as we count it down, and this was a little bit of a debate ski yesterday right before the show.
Yeah, you're going to get flamed.
Okay, cool. Carson Wentz and Terry McLaurin is number 10 on the list as far as the top 10 ranked new quarterback duos between either, veteran quarterback and a rookie, whoever, it doesn't matter.
Are rookies allowed?
I don't even know if any rookies made the list.
It has to be a vet and a vet. It can't be like a Jameis Winston and a Chris.
So they're on this list because of by default. So they're on the list. But our debate was about Terry McLaurin holding out and not wanting to participate in the Commanders' offseason stuff because he's holding out for a contract. And I said he didn't deserve one.
Which is absurd to me.
It's absurd because now here's the thing. I will preface this by saying he's next on the list, so by default, he's going to get a new contract. I just don't think he's done anything in the first couple of years of his contract, of his career, to warrant himself some big money. Yes, played with some shitty quarterbacks. I get it. And yes, he's about to play with another shitty quarterback in Carson Wentz. So I don't know if he's going to be able to put up the stats to back up whatever deal you think he deserves.
Okay, so let's think about the shitty quarterbacks that he's played with and then the shitty quarterback that he's going to get. I think that Carson Wentz is an upgrade over anybody that he's had in his career up to this point. Considering he's had Ryan Fitzpatrick for a half, and then he broke his hip last year. Then he had Taylor Heineke for the second half of one season. I don't even know who was it.
Was it one of the somebody completely.
The guy that played for the Vikings for a little bit. Was it the back like a career? Keith Keenum.
Keenum was probably one of the guys in that mix,
or a commander or football team. Anyway, Terry McLaurin to me is Allen Robinson to Jace, whereas just put up consistently good numbers no matter who was out there. Different quarterback, bad quarterback. It was the Blake Bortles show in Jacksonville. And then Allen Robinson goes to Chicago and has Mitch Trubisky than Justin Fields. Still put up good numbers. You look at Terry McLaurin's numbers and to compare to
there we go.
CeeDee Lamb's
You can't
numbers.
do it from last year. CeeDee Lamb had a down year.
I'm not talking about last year. I'm talking about if you average out, McLaurin's going into his fourth year, so which means he definitely deserves his contract. CeeDee's going into his third. If you look at them right now, CeeDee Lamb has 153 catches for 2,000 yards, a little above, 2,037. He's got a 13.3 yard average, and he's got 11 touchdowns. With a fairly good offense behind him, around him, a better
top five quarterback,
a better quarterback than Carson Wentz and anybody else that Terry McLaurin has had in his career.
Okay,
right? So Terry McLaurin's numbers, ready? 222 catches.
One extra year.
Okay, but the averages are
fine.
Down the line on the money. 222 catches, about the same as CeeDee over 3 years.
Okay,
average 3,090 yards. So
same,
a little bit better if you want to be technical.
Yeah, but 13 yards better. But go ahead.
He averages a little bit more, and he has 16 touchdowns. Very similar, same. So 6 and 5, 11.
Okay, so what's your point?
He has 7. So would you say that CeeDee Lamb is going to be in line for some money?
Yes.
Why?
By default.
What has he done?
But his contract is going to run out. That's why McLaurin is going to get money. I just don't think he's done enough to earn this kind of money. So he's going to get out there, get Tyreek Hill money? That's not fair.
No, he's not getting Tyreek Hill money. Tyreek Hill's getting $30 million, but what he should get is his due. He should get
Terry McLaurin's probably in the mindset, much like any other receiver, like a Jamar Chase, like a Justin Jefferson. When those guys are up, they're going to want to be the highest paid receiver in the league.
He's not going to get a Debo money, but my point being is, so when CeeDee Lamb is due his money, do you think that Dallas is going to? Do you think he's going to deserve it? Do you think
they just had to trade away their $20 million man?
I'm not asking that. I'm asking, do you think CeeDee at that point in his career, do you think CeeDee Lamb is better than Terry McLaurin?
Yes.
Based on what?
Skill.
Based on 8 drops last year to 3.
He's throwing the job. He was waiting for that. See, that's what I'm saying. He gets the plan, right? He gets the plan. No, listen. Everybody has a case of the dropsies. The year that Terrell Owens led the league in touchdowns, he also led the league in drops. So that doesn't. I don't give a shit about that. He's still dominating.
The only thing about this is they had the same amount of touchdowns last year. So it wasn't like CeeDee Lamb led the league in touchdowns.
Here's the thing, though. CeeDee Lamb also played with Michael Gallup and Amari Cooper last year.
Didn't really play last year. How many?
I mean, he played all season. A couple missed a couple. No. And what I'm saying is, Terry McLaurin is the only pony in town in that system.
They throw the ball 22 times a game as opposed to Dallas throwing a lot more. Correct?
He's the only guy to throw to.
Yeah, but the list of quarterbacks that Terry McLaurin has had, it's very impressive that he has had the stats he has. It's Ryan Fitzpatrick, Taylor Heineke, Garrett Gilbert, Kyle Allen, Dwayne Haskins,
Kyle
Alex
Allen was
Smith,
the guy I was thinking about.
Case Keenum, and Colt McCoy.
That's over 3 seasons. He's had 31 quarterbacks. And
So that's a lot of opportunities.
And not one of them is good, right? I'm just sorry, man. I think you're very, very grossly underrating Terry McLaurin because he's on the team that you don't like. And I understand that.
He has a cool nickname. People
I
like
also-
Scary
I also
Terry.
hate him,
Like,
but-
No,
Trayvon Diggs put his ass in clamps last year.
He's arguably the most underappreciated, underrated receiver in football right now.
So like you said before, he's very Allen Robinson. I can see that relation. That makes sense to me. Allen Robinson got his due, right? He got paid, right? Yeah.
Yeah, eventually, but
Yeah, but I'm saying, what I'm telling you right now is that these
12
receivers,
million was his big deal.
these
not
receivers that are going to be coming up soon, McLaurin, Jefferson, all these guys, the good with Jamar Chase eventually, right? They're going to consider themselves the best in the game. And if McLaurin thinks he's the best in the game, he's going to want best in the game money. That kind of money, he don't deserve it.
So you're speculating that McLaurin's asking for the best in the game type
There's
money.
no way in my mind he's not asking for that.
Debo wanted best in the game money. He's not going to get it. What these guys ask for and what they're going to settle on is a very different thing.
That's what I just said, Kyle.
He's not playing for rookie money animore. Or he will, but he's just not doing it. He's not going to camp. He's going to skip all that shit. Eventually, he's going to go play football. There's no doubt about it. And he's probably going to get franchise tagged and all that good stuff. But they'll probably give him the extension because I would imagine that if they don't, he's going to force his way out of town. I would take him in a fucking heartbeat. At whatever dollar amount you're talking like is too much, I would bring him in a heartbeat.
All right, so number 9 as we move on, Tom Brady and Russell Gage is number 9.
We just throw this one out the window. Who gives a crap about this? It's Russell Gage.
Well, the reason why they give a shit about this is because Chris Godwin's expected to miss the start of the season. So therefore, he needs a wide receiver one. He's got to cook. He's got to cook fast. I don't know if I would take Tom Brady and Russell Gage over. See, I don't know, man. I don't know.
No.
I don't like Carson Wentz, but I would take the combo of Wentz and McLaurin over Brady and Gage.
Yeah, I think we're splitting hairs
All
here.
right, fine. Splitting
Tom
hairs.
Brady in anything over Carson Wentz in anything.
Fine.
So-
Fine. That's why this is why it is. Matt Stafford at number 8 with Allen Robinson as the new combo there. Well deserved. A-Rob's finally got himself a quarterback that can sling. Number 7, Jalen Hurts and A.J. Brown. I know there was a comment before I saw rolling here saying that there was a hot take by somebody. I'm trying to go back and find it. Oh, here we go. Here's the hot take from Bailey. McLaurin is better than A.J. Brown, Debo Samuel. That was his little hot take scheme.
I mean, I think he could. I think he's better than AJ Brown.
I don't think Debo Samuel's an all-around receiver. So it's for me to sit there and be like, wow, Debo's such a great wide receiver. To me, he's a gadget guy. He's a gadget guy, but that's why he's going to get all this money because he could do so much. So Jalen Hurts, A.J. Brown at number 7. Number 6, Tua and Hill. Now, according to Hill, Tua is the greatest quarterback to ever play the game. I don't know if anybody's seen all the blowing that Tyreek Hill is doing of Tua Tagovailoa.
Kyle, I didn't say he's going to settle for less than $25 million. I said he's not getting Tyreek Hill money. He's not getting paid. He's not resetting the market when he signs his deal. So
Now,
if
that's where I disagree.
If he signs $25 million, that's probably what I think he'll get. I think he's worth about $20 to $25 million based on the market. He's not better than that. And I think he knows that, so he won't ask for that. So, just to clarify, thank you.
So anyway, and so it is written.
Also,
so it shall
Aaron
be done.
Rodgers is a top 10 quarterback. Contrary to your drunk fucking rant. the
Tua
other day.
and Hill is on this list, and then we move to Kyler Murray and Marquise Brown is number 5. Clearly, this is going to be a heavy debate here because I don't believe Kyler Murray with anybody is actually any good. But the only thing is there's no DeAndre Hopkins, so he wouldn't even make this list anyway. But now Marquise Brown, Hollywood Brown, makes the list because obviously new face, new place. But they're expecting some big things out of this kid. The loss of Kirk, DeAndre Hopkins. You're about to like laugh or smile?
No, I'm thinking about this.
Okay.
It's like Kyler Murray gets a lot of hate, but Kyler Murray will be an MVP candidate by week 8, and then it'll probably come tumbling down. But there will be a turnaround very soon.
You think he's going to be that good at 6 games without Hopkins?
I do. I think that their offense is going to be fine. They got Marquise Brown. I think he's going to maybe run the ball a little bit more. But Cliff Kingsbury is a top 3 coach in the league now, so we have nothing to worry about. Right?
Coming in at number 4 might be a quarterback that doesn't play this year.
That was a joke, guys. If you were
Deshaun Watson and Amari Cooper. Again, I don't know who writes these articles, but it's like you should probably take in consideration that Watson might not see the field. Was there more? There's more, right? There's more cases that are coming out. Like this whole thing is crazy. He addressed the media yesterday, right?
He addressed the media yesterday. Basically, just kind of danced around everything, and it was not.
I mean, what's he
going
to say?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm innocent. Okay,
not a good look for him. I mean,
that was a brutal situation.
Any look for him right now is never good anyway.
I can't even do it justice because he just seemed so. It seemed.
He
very
seems
guilty.
like I actually hate that man. He's just.
I love Joe Burrow.
He's so likable.
Number 3 on the
who's
list. Matt Ibanez's idol, and that would be Mr. Matty Ice, Matt Ryan, and Michael Pittman. I think this is going to be fun to watch all year round. I think Matt Ryan, hear me out in June 15th, Matt Ryan is in the MVP conversation at the end of the year. I think Matt Ryan's rejuvenated. He was chased out of town.
This is like a Skip Bayless take.
No. All right. Listen. You can call me ugly. You can call me anything you want. Call me overweight. You can do whatever you want. Do never, ever, ever call me Skip Bayless again.
I didn't call you Skip Bayless.
Or ever compare me to Skip Bayless again.
I mean, Matt Ryan will not be in the MVP conversation.
And that's just being what?
Like,
are you Stephen A? Like,
they're gonna,
I don't think so. Not a goddamn.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying, like, Jonathan Taylor's going to get the ball 4,000 times.
I just think Matt Ryan is going to sling it.
I can't see them throwing the ball that. Like, he might have some good fourth quarters, very Big Ben, but better last year, where he's going to just play well late. But how many times do you think Indy's going to throw the ball this year?
He might throw the ball a lot.
Oh God!
I got people canceling the show. Matt Ryan's gonna have a good year. He's not gonna wind up in the MVP conversation. He's gonna have a very good year.
He gets put into a great situation in Indianapolis. They love to throw the ball.
Bro,
they've got some pretty good.
Just think about it. Just think about what that team could have been if they had a competent quarterback.
Shit out of the ball.
Jonathan Taylor is one of the best running backs in the league, and that's not a hot take. That's a normal thing.
Yeah, so it's going to be tough. And Michael Pittman, while I do think he'll be improved with Matt Ryan, and Matt Ryan will have a little bit of resurgence in his career. He's not going to throw 5,000 yards. All right, and 45 enough skip stuff. We have 2 more on this list, and I haven't seen the Trevor Lawrence and Christian Kirk yet.
Oh no, because at number 2, ladies and gentlemen, is Russell Wilson and Jerry Jeudy. And again, you can have a. All right, I'm going to ask you a question again. Sidebar, right? Where do you put Russell Wilson in the top quarterbacks of the league right now?
Wait, where do I put him?
Where do you, Chris Gucci, put him?
Honestly, I'm having a hard time putting Russ in like the top 10 right now. He's like just outside it. I don't think he's better than Derek Carr right now.
Yeah? Whew. All right, I'm Skip Bayless.
I mean, did you watch his promo video? I posted the other day on Instagram?
I missed that. What did you post?
Oh my God.
Wait, what is this? Who is this?
It's just
Russell.
Cringe.
Bro, he's one of those guys who adapt to
country. Let's ride. Again, Russ, and he's like, Broncos country. Like I watched it.
It's for the It's for the big screen.
1,000 times.
It's for the big screen, dude. It's for the promos and shit.
The most cringeworthy shit.
The most cringeworthy shit is when somebody adapts to their surroundings. Russell Wilson in a press conference would be like, I did the best I could, and we couldn't deliver today, and we're gonna get them next time. Go Hawks, right? Bro, when he fucking did an interview, like when Jerry Jeudy and Cortland Sutton were around him, he's like, yo, he just got so out of element, so out of character. He looks so stupid.
Broncos country. Fuck, Russ, you're outside the top 10 based on that alone. I don't want to hear another word. And yes, Cortland Sutton is way better receiver than Jerry Jeudy. Way better. Jerry Jeudy is a great route runner.
Who said he wasn't? I didn't say anything.
Receiver, but I think that they're not debating.
They're in
agreement.
Came in Sutton over Jeudy. Yes, 100%. I agree with you. But I just think
they all got to stay healthy.
Yeah,
it's just gonna be weird, like seeing the Broncos have like a legitimate quarterback because they have not had one for the last
put some respect on Drew Lock's name, bro. You
they're
crazy?
Also gonna be very Pete Carroll-esque and run the shit out of the football. They have good receivers. They definitely have weapons, but they're still gonna run the ball a lot. everything is going to come off the run.
And that kid coming off another.
If you look
kid's
at
going to be really good.
Any successful season that Russell
Javonte,
Wilson
right?
quarterback teams have had. So if you look at how deep any Russell Wilson team has gone, they were always a run first team. It was always beast mode and defense. And I'm not taking anything away from Russ, but the whole let Russ cook campaign, I think that's got to come to an end. I think we need to start letting Russ hand the ball off for 3 quarters and then do a little bit of Russ magic at the end. But we don't need to have him throwing the ball 35, 40 times a game.
Alexander Johnson, a name that I'm not familiar with, comes in and says, love the energy with a bunch of emojis. So thank you for watching, Alexander. We appreciate you, bro. I don't even know why I called you Alexander. You probably go by Alex. So thank you, Alex, for watching. Anyway, there is one more on this list. The winner of this list, which is by default. Everybody kind of knew this. And that is the combination, the brand new, spanking new combination of Derek Carr and Mr. Devontae Adams. And that will be an incredible sight.
We should probably get this graphic down now.
What?
I guess we could leave it.
We're still talking about the list.
I know. I'm regretting not doing one for each combo.
No, it's okay. Geno Metcalf. I'm not coming in asking if it's Geno Smith and Metcalf would be a good combination to do. Wait a minute. First of all, that means you're taking Drew Lock out off the field already?
I was going to say.
Drew Lock's winning that job.
I think Geno is definitely front runner for that job right now. You didn't see
gun to your head, you think Geno Smith right now is going to be the starting quarterback of the Seahawks next year?
I think, yeah.
This year coming up?
I do. Look at what he did last year in limited time. It was actually.
There was a lot of people talking good about Geno Smith finally.
He did well. And what has Drew Lock done other than we just haven't seen him? But like, we know that Geno kind of sucked when he got his first chance, but then he's stuck around for a while. And if you stick around in the league for a long time, that means that you're taking there's something good there. There's something that Geno Smith has done well enough to be considered a top 60 quarterback in the world. Drew Lock is only in that spot right now because he hasn't played himself out of the league yet due to lack of opportunity. Drew Lock might be a good starter in this league, but gun to your head right now is if Drew Lock gets named the starter, how long before he's out?
I think he has a short leash.
You know what I mean? So, nonetheless, both guys are going to get their opportunities this year. That's my prediction.
Oh, ready for this bold prediction. He wants this one. He wants a rookie. Was there any rookies on the list? No. So that's the exception to the rule. But Ryan Tannehill and Treylon Burks will connect for over 1,200 yards and 9 touchdowns. Burks is NFL ready right now, and he's Terrell Owens 2.0. Yeah. Kid is a freak.
I'm seeing a lot of buyer beware. And
wait a minute, isn't this the guy that has asthma?
Yes, but I want to put a disclaimer on this situation.
He does. I mean, it's rough.
He showed up to his first rookie camp and he was out of shape and he looked like shit. But I remember there being a lot of buzz surrounding Jamar Chase and how he couldn't catch the ball and
couldn't
how he didn't have a
small ball.
He didn't have a good spring/winter, and leading into the season, it pushed him down everybody's draft ranks and all the stock went down. And very similar to this guy, where the footage on him now is that he couldn't breathe, he was out of shape doing a 10-yard sprint. The reality has to be that he has asthma, right? Like, I'm going to choose to believe that because this was 2 weeks after the draft process. Like, I just couldn't imagine a guy coming in not caring that much.
Yeah, like he turns into like fucking Ben Stiller.
Considering I've watched some interviews, I thought the Packers were going to be interested in him, and I don't get the vibe that he didn't care. I don't get the vibe from him watching him in the draft process that he didn't care about the way he looked and the way he was going to play in his first rookie practice. I think that there has to be some type of real health issue.
The NFL is a faster game.
I do agree that he's going to have a better season than his draft status in fantasy because of the fact that that video exists.
Dak Prescott and Jalen Tolbert. You heard it here June 15th.
Alan Lazard finally signed his
I saw
tender,
that. And
that's big. I know that nobody gives a shit. That's big.
Packers legend signed a free agent deal last night when that was Devin Funchess signs with the Detroit Lions. I don't know if you read that. Yeah. He's going to actually be converted to tight end. Do you think there's anybody else in the league right now that needs to like a position change in order for them to resurrect their career?
Yeah.
Well, Kelvin Benjamin tried that.
I mean, that dude looks like he ate Kelvin Benjamin. Lamar Jackson.
No, Lamar Jackson's solid. Just joking.
I'm not.
Yeah, there's definitely some guys. I think there's some defensive ends that could play tight end and dominate. They just make them play both.
Like Max Crosby or something. Like he's just a beast.
Guys like that, definitely. I feel like there's, let me think here, some basketball players that could definitely play in the NFL.
Cowboys tried that shit with a guy named Rico Gathers. Cowboys fans just fell off their chairs. Rico Gathers, failed experiment, basketball player. Tony G was a basketball player, right?
Yeah, but this is the point that I'm making. Tony G was a failed basketball player that was one of the best NFL tight ends of all time. Antonio Gates played basketball at Kent State. Didn't make the NBA, but really good tight end. So if you take the guys that are really good, right, athletically, that are stud NBA players, right, and then instead they were like, fuck this, I want to play tight end instead at that point in their life at 21.
Any NBA players right now going into the before their career started, before they had their luxurious
Russell Westbrook would have been a great wide receiver, I think, or a safety. Great.
I think Russell Westbrook now could start in the NFL and be better at football than he is basketball.
1A LeBron would have been able to play a couple positions in the NFL and dominate. I firmly believe that. I know I'll get roasted. And
the flopping and weak and soft comments in 3, 2,
because
1,
Cam Newton
bang.
was the toughest guy on the history of the planet, and he played in the NFL, won an MVP. Odell Beckham, tough, right? That's what you think when you see. When I see Odell,
he lost
I'm
a fight to a kicking
he's
net.
so tough.
Everybody knows that.
It's irrelevant how tough you are to play. You have to be good at things, right? Toughness it does help, but it's not a requirement. Since when is being tough a requirement in the NFL? It's not since 1970. Let's be real. There's a lot of guys in the NFL.
So you're saying
you
don't have to be tough to be in the NFL?
You absolutely do not. You have to have skills, and you have to be able to.
Because that's why they call them diva receivers.
Bro,
because they're divas.
Randy Moss didn't block his whole life. Deion Sanders is top 3 defensive player ever,
but no, can't tackle.
Couldn't tackle. So please, toughness is not a requirement.
Jesus Christ! I thought we put up the stat. There it is. Against Alabama, 179 for 2 touchdowns. Against Texas A&M, 167 and 1 touchdown. He goes Nick or Madison or whoever's monitoring the desk.
My bad.
That's Kyle. He'll fire you, and he doesn't even work here.